Hello students, good morning to all. Welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to cover the explanation of page number 121 and 122. It's a great regret that in our last video, the last portion of the lecture could not be covered and all of a sudden the video got finished. So today I am going to cover that last portion and even what we read in our last video. So let's brush up ourselves with the previous content. So students, in our last class we read about the interior and the exterior description of the bus, in which the the little girl, the young girl, the precocious child Vali had got into. It was her deepest desire to have a ride to on a bus from her village to the nearest town. So at last she was on the first stage of fulfilling that desire, as she was inside the bus and she had comfortably occupied the seat. Now it was the time when Vali was watching the bus. She watched the bus outside the exterior of the bus, and when she went inside she also found that the interior of the bus was also exquisite one and very beautiful one. So the author has described the interior and exterior of the bus in a very beautiful manner, and what we came to know, or what we learned in our last class, that the bus was new and it was painted in white color. Along with that, green stripes were there, and inside the bus, over the windshield there was a big beautiful clock, and the seats were very comfortable and cozy soft one. At the same time, the overhead bar, which is used to hold which we when we don't get any seat in the bus, then we hold that bar in order to keep ourselves stand straight and we don't lose our balance and we may not fall inside the bus when suddenly the brakes are applied. So that overhead head bar was even shining like silver. So overall the bus was very appealing, and Wali liked the interior of the bus and the exterior of the bus. After having or keenly observing everything, Wali now wanted to see outside the scenery which was outside the bus. But the problem was that the window of the bus was covered with a canvas blind. Canvas means a very coarse material, a rough material, a thick cloth by which that window was covered from bottom to upper portion, and the height of Vali was small one, so that was a kind of a hurdle or obstruction for her. So in order to have a clear view of the scenery outside the bus, what she did, she stood up on her seat. So students, it is very usual feature of children that when they visit any place in a bus, so what they do, or in a train, they usually stand from their from the seat so that they can enjoy the things which can be seen from the window outside. So that's what Wali did here. But what happened at that time when Wali was enjoying the scene, and what and how beautifully that scene has been described by the author. The author has written that the bus was running through the canal, and by the side of the canal there were huge trees, green fields were there, distant mountains were there, palm trees, and at the same time there were blue sky. So the author has used color just because of the perspective, just in order to show the perspective or the approach of Wali, because children love colorful things. That's why the scenery outside the bus has been described by using the colors. So we comes to know that, or we learned that Wali could see a canal with palm trees, grasslands, distant mountains and blue sky as a background. And on the other side, what was there? There was a ditch, a hole that was followed by a vast tract of greenery. That means vast field was there. Later on we comes to know that one of the strange person, that means the elderly passenger sitting inside the bus, he is concerned, or he expressed his concern by asking Wali, or directing or instructing Wali to sit down, to take her seat, otherwise she might fell if she might fall from the seat, from the place, when or as the bus will stop, or will place a brake all of a sudden. But Vali didn't like the interruption of that elderly person, and what she did, she just tears. She was infuriated, and she was not at all pleased by the concern showed by a strange man in the bus, because she never thought herself to be a child. She never considered herself as a child, but she always thinks that she is a grown up. She is grown up, and she says that she has paid her full fare as the adults do. She has paid 30 paise, so she should be treated as per the people, the adult people who were sitting in the bus. So this is really very funny and giggling that a child of 8-year old, she considers herself as an adult, and she behaves in that manner only. That's why she stops that elderly person by saying that she was not at all a child. And she even gets irritated when the conductor calls her or address her as madam now and then. But the intention of the conductor is just to amuse everyone in the bus, so that everyone could laugh and have a very joyful journey throughout the time. As we also learned that the conductor was a jovial nature man. He was a very cool man. At the same time, he was a very mature and wise man. So he now and then addressed Vali as madam. And at the end of the lecture, we got to know that when Vali just shot an angry glance, when she got angry at the conductor when he calls her madam, and at the same time gives a reason that why she should not be called a child, as she was 8-year old, so she must not be called a child. This was the reason given by conductor, as she affirmed as the conductor affirmed the logic which was given by Vali herself. So Vali said to her that the conductor has forgot to give her the ticket, because she had already paid the fare. So he should mind his own business, and instead of calling her ma'am. So everyone in the bus start laughing, and gradually and slowly Vali too couldn't control her emotions, and she too gave a laughter. She too spilled out, and she too smiled after a serious look for a while. Then the conductor, he immediately punched a ticket and handed over that ticket to Vali, as it was demanded by her from the conductor. And at the same time, while handing over the ticket, the conductor again instruct Vali, as she was all alone in the bus. So all the people in the bus, they were very much concerned. They were very much worried about the safety of that child. So the conductor again asked her to sit back and make herself comfortable, so that she may not find any difficulty throughout the journey. So Vali at that moment, she doesn't like this suggestion or idea even given by the conductor. So what she said, why the conductor said that, gave the reason that why should you stand when you have paid for a seat. So conductor said that you have already paid for your seat, so you should enjoy that comfort of the seat. Now you have paid the amount for that, so why you should stand up? You should take a seat. So Vali retorted back. See, Vali is such a smart and such a mature girl. What she replied, because I want to. That is my wish, that is my choice, that's why I stood up. Even if I have paid the money, the seat is mine, but that is my choice to stand up and to see the outside view. So in this way, Vali answered, and she stood up again without ignoring the suggestions or the advice given by the elderly person and the conductor too. Then the conductor again said, but if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump. That's why we want you to sit down, child. Again, child came out from the mouth of conductor, and immediately see, Vali replies, I'm not a child, I tell you. That means I have told you several times not to call me child. She said irritably, I am 8 years old. So Vali emphasizes on the fact that she should not be called a child because she was 8 years old. She had attained 8 years. So according to Vali, she was a mature girl. She wanted to be treated like an adult, and she feels that she is grown up, so she must not be called child now and again or frequently. So the conductor replies, of course, how stupid of me. 8 years, that means my God, 8 years, you have attained 8 years, you are 8-year-old girl. So that's my fault. I am calling you a child. You must not be called as a child. You are 8 years old. So you are a mature woman, or just like us, you are an adult. Now what happens? The bus stopped at this moment and some new passengers got on. So all of you know that whenever the bus takes a halt or whenever bus stops, so what happens? Some of the passengers get down from the bus and some passengers get into the bus. So here some new passengers got on and the conductor got busy for a time. So now it was not the slack time of the business. Now the passengers were getting into the bus, and the conductor had to take care that who has entered, who has got into the bus, and who has got out of the bus. So and he had to take care of the tickets too. So he got busy for a while, and afraid of losing her seat, Vali finally sat down. So Vali is such a smart girl that now she had the idea that now many passengers have got into the bus. So if she would stand on her seat, and she will that seat could be occupied by someone else. So immediately what she did, she finally sat down. Earlier she refused, she declined to obey or to follow the advice or the suggestion of the conductor and even the elderly person in the passenger in the bus. But now she by herself sat down because she didn't want to lose her seat. She was afraid that she might lose the seat. So student, this was all for your last lecture, which couldn't be visible to you. So now let's come to today's lecture. So what happens next? An elderly woman came and sat beside her. So the passenger which entered into the bus, out of them, one of them was an elderly woman, and that elderly woman just came into the bus and she occupied the seat beside Vali. So that woman sat beside her. Are you all alone, dear? Immediately on occupying the seat, the elderly woman was surprised to see a little girl beside her. So she immediately threw a question to her, and in a very polite manner, in a very affectionate manner, she asked her, "Are you all alone, dear?" That if she was all alone, and you addressed her as dear. She asked Vali as the bus started again. So the bus had started again, and the elderly woman, she inquired that little girl who was beside her, that if she was all alone or she was with her any family members, her parents or any elderly siblings. So that was the question asked by that elderly woman, and without waiting for a single minute, the woman immediately threw that question to Vali. So let's see how Vali reacted, whether she likes the question, the inquiry made by this woman. So let's study further. Vali found the woman absolutely repulsive. So this is a new term, beta, and the meaning of repulsive is, you can see, causing strong dislike. Okay, so Vali found the woman absolutely repulsive. So she didn't like this woman. She had a strong dislike for the woman. So now we shall study why she didn't like that woman, or why she found that woman absolutely or completely repulsive. So now see the reasons. So first reason is, such big holes she had in her earlobes. Earlobes. So children, this portion of your ear, the bottom portion of your ear is known as earlobes, where we pierce those earrings. Okay. So what was the reason that Vali disliked that woman? The big holes. The earlobes, they were big. At the same time, the holes were also bigger. and such ugly earrings in them, and the earrings which she had put inside those holes were also ugly one. So Wali didn't like the design of the earrings which were there in the the lobes, the big holes of that woman, and she found it very unpleasant. She could even and she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing, and see the betel juice that was threatening to spill over her leaves any moment. Oh, who could be sociable with such a person? Interrogative mark is there, question is there. So there is another reason which shows that why Wali disliked that woman. So the another reason was that woman was chewing betel nut. Okay, and that betel nut juice was could be seen at the corner of the lips, and it was the juice was just about to spill out. It was it so Wali was fearful that the way that woman was chatting and the way the woman was speaking, and she could spill out that juice over her. So she didn't like this activity of that woman. She didn't like the overall outer personality of the woman, and she found that she was smelling that the smell of the betel juice was reaching to Wali's nose, and she didn't like that smell of the betel nut which that elderly woman was chewing. So Wali found all these things very repulsive, and she didn't like these things of the woman. And what she did, she just expressed herself. She didn't directly said this statement to that woman, but she thought in her heart that, oh, who could be sociable? That means who would like to interact, who would like to be amiable, or who would like to be friendly with such a person? That means no one would like to take interest in such a woman who was chewing betel nut, and the juice of that betel nut was about to spill out or about to fall out from her mouth any moment. Yes, I am traveling alone. Yes, I am traveling alone, she answered curtly, and I have got a ticket too. So Wali replies after watching or observing each and everything of that elderly woman. Now she replied, yes, I am traveling alone. Very confidently she said, I am all alone. Okay, no one is there with me. And she answered curtly means she answered not in a polite manner, but in a the way she spoke to her, that the tone of Wali was expressing her displeasure. She was not happy to reply her, to give her the answer, but she had to. She was not happy at all. And at the same time, further she replies that she had got a ticket too for that. She is not sitting without fare. Okay, she was not a free passenger. So she included that, she added that she had paid a ticket and she was traveling all alone in the bus. Yes, she is on her way to town. Yes, she is on her way to town, said the conductor, with a 30 paise ticket. So now again the conductor interrupted between those two people, Wali and the elderly woman, and what he said that, yes, she is going to town. She is all alone. She is going to town, and she has a 30. She purchased a 30 paise ticket. So she is right, absolutely right, Wali. She should not be disturbed at all. Oh, why don't you mind your own business? Said Wali. But she laughed all the same, and the conductor laughed too. Again, Wali, in a very aggressive manner, retorted and replied conductor that why didn't he mind his business of punching a ticket and taking care of the passengers? Why he is now and again poking his nose in her matter? She doesn't wanted that anyone should give her give their opinion or express their opinion in the matter of Wali. So Wali didn't like this speaking of or giving answer by conductor that she was on her way or she was going to the town and she carries a ticket of 30 paise. That's why Wali all of a sudden asked her to mind his own business, and then she laughed. By speaking so, she laughed and the conductor also laughed too. That means the conductor didn't mind the words of Wali, and he also laughed when Wali laughed. So we can see that the entire conversation among the people, the passengers, the conductor, and the main character of the story, Wali, is going on, and all are enjoying. But Wali is seemed to be felt irritated many a times when she is called as child or she is addressed as madam. But now Wali too laughed, and conductor also being a jovial man, he laughed too. But the old woman went on with her drivel, see, silly nonsense. The old woman, she was least bothered whether Wali liked her or not, whether she is happy with her questioning or not. She kept on speaking, and all her talks were nonsense one, silly one. And what she said further: is it proper for such a young person to travel alone? Again she asked. When Wali confirmed that she was all alone, so she said, is it proper to for a young person, for a young child, to travel all alone from village to town for undertaking a journey in a bus all alone? She was surprised because obviously if we will also see a small child traveling in a bus or in a train all alone, we will also be very much curious to know that how come this child is traveling all alone. And when the safety part is concerned, so we will always advise the child that not to travel alone but to be accompanied by his or her parents. So here we can say that Wali is wrong in her action, in the way she independently undertook this journey without letting her parents know about her, without taking or seeking advice from her parents, and without accompanying any elderly person. She ventured out from her village for the first time, and with strange people, and she was going to a strange town. So this is not at all advisable, and that's why this elderly woman sitting by her side was showing her concern towards this young child, and that's why she was asking her questions one after another. But for Wali, those questions were irritable one, displeasure one, and she, according to her, she was driveling, she was talking nonsense, she was asking silly questions. Do you know exactly where you are going in town? Another question. See, without waiting for the answer to come, the woman threw one more question on Wali, that she was concerned whether the girl who was going to the town, whether she knew exactly where she was going, the exact location she knew. Then she said, what is the street, what is the house number? So she just wanted to confirm that although the child has taken this journey through a bus, she was traveling all alone through a bus, but at least she wanted to confirm that whether this child, this girl, has any idea about the place where she was going, about the street, about the number of the house. So if even if she get down of the bus, then where she would go if she has no idea? So these are the various questions which are very general one, and which could be asked by any elderly person. You people might have encountered such questions by the people who are there as a co-passengers in a bus or a train, and you might have reacted in the same manner as Wali do. So it is a normal phenomena, it is a general way the children of Wali's age reacts. So now see how Wali reacts here. You needn't bother about me. what she said? She bluntly replied. Here we can say that Vali is an outspoken girl, and she doesn't feel shy to reply back, and she is very aggressive, and that's why she didn't even see the age of the woman, that how old she was. She was just like, she was at the age of her grandmother, but she didn't bother to see that. But she replied her, because she was not actually a matured girl, she was a little girl. That's why she was speaking like that. If she had known that she is misbehaving, fine. When we grow up, we know where we are misbehaving and how we are speaking, and what is the tone of ours. But here this child Vali is not at all aware of those such things, the etiquettes, the manners. But here she is blunt, she is outspoken, and she speaks out completely. She asks her that that lady must not bother her at all. And what she says, I can take care of myself. She says, I can take care of myself. That means she could take care of herself well, and that lady must not interfere in her matter. She must not show her concern towards Vali at all, because Vali, according to Vali, she was a strange woman, and she is also very mature in a manner. We can say that she might be taught by her mother or her father or any elderly person in her family, that while traveling we must not talk or must not interact with any strange person. So that knowledge she had with her. That's why she bluntly asked that woman that she shouldn't take care of Vali, and she is capable enough to look after her, and she must not show any concern for her. So Vali said this sentence, and then turning her face towards the window and staring out. So Vali didn't prefer to talk to her. She disliked her for her shabby, unrefined, and sloppy look, and in order to neglect that woman completely, she just prefer to look outside. And what she did, she turned her face, she simply turned her face towards the window and started staring out. So this is the way Vali just neglected that woman who was traveling, who was speaking silly, or who was asking silly nonsense questions to Vali one after another. And Vali just neglected that woman after giving one or two reply. But she bluntly asked that woman, she bluntly stopped that woman, and what way she chose for that, after replying, she asked her not to bother about her, not to show her concern towards her, and she started looking outside. So in this way Vali neglected that woman, that sloppy, that shabby, that unrefined woman, whom according to Vali, she was a repulsive woman. So this way, students, this is all for our today's content, and I hope that till here it is clear to you, and I will post the homework questions to you on your Scholars ERP app. So here we can see we have already done question number 1 and 2 in your last lecture. Now it's time to see question number 3. What does Vali tell the elderly man when he calls her a child? So students, I had discussed it in the last lecture, so you have to attempt this question. Now the next question is, why didn't Vali want to make friends with the elderly woman? So these two questions you have to attempt as a homework, and I will post the same questions in your Scholar ERP app. So students, I conclude my chapter here. We will see once again in our next lecture, and till then, bye bye, take care.